both had similar pathways to the final. Not too many hard or tough battles on the way. On the ball. One shot, Phillips. Sometimes all it takes is that one ball in behind. There's a Rashford. Rashford makes it 1-0. Rashford back into Anthony. Trafford in the way. So it's sharp. Anthony's going to take on both of them. Blitzes past both of them. Anthony. Rashford. 2-0. 2-0. Manchester United are crowned the FA Cup champions. Finally in this save, we've got our hands on a historical trophy. Hello, welcome back to the RemelHD channel. Welcome back to another episode of this Manchester United career mode. This is episode 41, part 2, as we look to conclude season 3 of this Manchester United career mode. We have just completed the season, and we just played the last game of the Premier League campaign where we won 2-1 against Aston Villa. And I think Marcus Rashford has just broken the Premier League goal scoring record. I think it's 32. I think he's hit 33. So we're going to head off into the menu and conclude and wrap up the rest of the campaigns. And then we're going to head straight off into the Champions League final. So Dominic Szoboszlai suffered an injury in the cup final, in the FA Cup final against Newcastle United. And as you can see, it's the same old injury, broken toe, and he's going to be out for 3 months, meaning he's pretty much missing the final and he's out for the rest of the season. So it's quite unfortunate that one of our best signings at the start of the season is no longer going to be playing with us and not going to take part in the Champions League final, where he heavily contributed to the side getting into the final in the first place. We are going to be looking a bit short and a bit light for that number 10 role, but it's the final game of the season, so we shouldn't have too many hiccups. Bruno Fernandes, he can still play as our number 10. Szoboszlai, he scored a goal off camera, and he's been playing well himself as well. So yeah, hopefully he can step up, and so can Bruno Fernandes. Okay, so here's the Premier League table. So as you can see, the league standings are finalized. Every team have played 38 games in the league campaign, and as you can see, we finished on top, as you should already know. 89 points on the table to Liverpool's 80, and they finished second. Third place was Manchester City, and they finished with 77 points. Fourth place was West Ham United. They made it into the top 4, securing Champions League football. Unfortunately, they went from second place to 4th, but they finished with 77 points. It's a strong season for the Hammers. Arsenal, the Gooners, they finished just outside the top 4 by 7 points. They finished 5th place with 70 points. Spurs, they finished in 6th place with 66 points. So as you can see here, the rest of the table has taken its shape completely. Chelsea again finishing below the position that they would expect or come to expect. They finished 10th with 51 points. We also Middlesbrough survived again. 16th place Middlesbrough. Well done to them. 18th Southampton, 28 points. 19th Nottingham Forest, 23 points, and Sheffield United 20th place with 19 points. So those 3 sides will be dropping into the championship next season. As from the FA Cup, you already know I won that 2-0 against Newcastle United. Carabao Cup, we secured a 2-1 victory against Manchester City. So we've done the treble when it comes to the domestic trophies. In the Super Cup, we also beat Leipzig 4-3 and a good comeback. I think we were 3-0 down if I'm correct. Ended up winning 4-3. Over in the Europa League, AC Milan, they beat Marseille 1-0, so they're going to be taking part in the Super Cup next season. And then the ECL, Arsenal, they've won it back-to-back 2 seasons in a row. They've won 3-2 against Atalanta on the game they called Bergamo Calcio. Okay, so over in the Championship, Fulham, they are going to be promoted. They won the campaign just by 19 points. Not even just by, you know. 19 points is a hell of a gap. Second place, Watford, they're coming up as well. In the playoffs, we have Preston, West Bromwich Albion, Brighton, and QPR. So out of the 4 clubs, only one of those teams can be promoted as well. We don't get to find out the playoff results. We only get to find out who gets promoted in the end. Paris Saint-Germain, they finish on top of the table just by 1 point, pipping Monaco to the title. Bundesliga, Leipzig again dominant, 2 seasons in a row winning Bundesliga. So Juventus, they pipped Bergamo Calcio to the title. I'm not gonna go ahead. Actually, I'm gonna guess it's 8 points. 8 points clear to Atalanta with 85 points on the table. Okay, so Barcelona, they won La Liga. They pipped Atletico Madrid by 8 points to the La Liga title. So yeah, the Catalans, they're back on top of Spain. So when it comes to the Champions League, Marcus Rashford is running away with the golden boot at the moment. 12 goals. The player that's second, well, the players that are second, Vinicius, Jimenez, and Di Catalere. They got about 7 goals to their name, so Marcus Rashford is definitely going to run away with it. Joint first in terms of like assists, Fernandes, Rashford, Antony and Acuna. 4 players joint first in the Champions League when it comes to goal contributions. Okay, over in the Premier League, Marcus Rashford, he has pipped Haaland to the Golden Boot by 10 goals. 10 goals is a massive gap between the 2 goal scorers. Joint second is Antony with Haaland. They both got 23 goals. Third place, third, fourth, whatever you want to call it, Gabriel Jesus, 21 goals to his name. Fifth, fourth, whatever you want to call that, Diaz, 19. Well, pretty much joint fourth then, if we want to do it like that. Joint fourth is Diaz and Martinelli. Joint fifth is going to be Delort and Mo Salah. So I would say first up to 8th place, a lot of goals being scored between those individual players. Okay, so we're in the press conference now, just before the Champions League final. We are going to be hosted at Wembley against Manchester City. Can we complete the quadruple? And it's quite ironic because in real life, Manchester City have been working hard to try do the treble, try to do the quadruple, and it'll be even better to achieve one of those trophies against Manchester City to complete the task of getting the quadruple in the bag. So yeah, I'm quite motivated going into this game, quite confident, especially with the way we played against Newcastle. Very professional performance, shutting out the attacks, seeing out the victory. I feel like we can do pretty much the same against Man City. We played well against them in the Premier League, obliterating them. I feel like my players can definitely take it to them. The only concern is that the number 10 role is lacking Szoboszlai, but Bruno Fernandes and Shatori, like I said before, should be able to step up. So yeah, without further ado, let's head off into this next game and let's secure another Champions League trophy. Now, okay, here we go. Wembley Stadium hosting Manchester United yet again for the 4th time this season. But this time it's the Manchester derby, so they're going to be hosting Manchester City as well as United. As you can see, the Champions League trophies there, the blue and white ribbons, the red and white ribbons wrapped around the handles. Which ribbon is going to remain on the trophy by the end of this game? Let's find out. Hopefully it's going to be red and white. So here we go. This is how we are going to line up for this Champions League final. We have David De Gea in goal at the back. We have Jurrien Timber, Lindelof, Martinez and Malacia. In the middle of Benacer, Fernandes and Donny van der Beek. Up top we have Rashford. On the left we have João Felix. On the right we have Antony. Okay, here's another opportunity for Pep Guardiola to claim another Champions League trophy. And he can also do it the second time with Manchester City, as he won it in the first season. This is how they line up. Ederson's in goal. Wan-Bissaka's at the back with Kimpembe, Diaz and Cancelo. In the middle they have Rodri, Zielinski and Koopmeiners. Up top they have Haaland, Foden and Ocampos. Okay, so the game is underway. We're attacking to the right. Manchester City are attacking to the left. The Champions League final is underway at Wembley Stadium. What are we going to get? What kind of United are going to turn up? What kind of Manchester City are going to turn up? What kind of final is this going to be? Is it going to be really intense or is it going to be cagey? Let's find out. Let's find out. So, yeah, we're attacking to the right, as I said. City are attacking to the left. They've really starting the game with high intensity, just charging around on the press. Haaland really intimidating as per usual. Charging around the pitch, gonna use up his energy. Here's Lindelof. Foden with the block. Ball still gets to Timber in the end. Here's Fernandes into Antony. Benacer tries to play a ball to the left and ball's cut out by City player. Here's Haaland. Foden. Cancelo has Haaland running ahead. Haaland takes it down on his chest, cuts in on his right, tries to dink it into the box. Martinez is there with the interception. Donny van der Beek on the ball. Plays it down the line. João Felix chases it. Aaron Wan-Bissaka's on him. Felix plays on the inside into Van der Beek. Fernandes. Antony. Nice close dribbling by Anthony. Look at that. The best in the world has scored a really spectacular, well-composed goal. The Brazilian has struck again. Anthony punishing Manchester City, the noisy neighbours, on the biggest stage. Pep Guardiola should be livid. The fact that he was given time, space to turn and also pick out that bottom right corner. No one could get near him. It's 1-0. Okay, so Anthony has opened the score in 10 minutes in. We have taken the lead. We're doing quite well in these cup finals. Scoring first, drawing first blood. Just need to remain on the with our eyes on the ball, because Man City definitely don't know how to give up. Has Koopmeiners. Koopmeiners still on the ball, takes a shot. David De Gea makes a save. Corner's taken short. Phil Foden. Koopmeiners. Oh, what a save there from David De Gea. Fantastic play. Corner taken short is Phil Foden. Foden does really well, close dribbling from the Englishman. City passing the ball around. Has Koopmeiners on the edge of the box. Or Campos. Well done, Martinez. Really aggressive approach to win the ball back. Anthony plays João Felix down the left-hand side. Kimpembe chasing him. João Felix cuts in on his right. Kimpembe does really well, stands his ground and wins the ball back for the citizens. 17 minutes gone. Ocampos. Haaland making runs ahead. Zielinski. Aaron Wan-Bissaka cuts it back. Here's Zielinski on the edge of the box. Takes a long shot, left foot over the bar. David De Gea not going to defend the lead. We're going to try add more to it. There's Rashford. Fernandes. Benacer switches play to Malacia, who takes it down into Donny van der Beek. Back heels it. Oh, João Felix with the shot. Tries to aim for the top corner, and Ederson makes a nice save. Rolls the ball out to Cancelo. Ruben Diaz. Cancelo. Koopmeiners. Plays it down the left-hand side into Phil Foden. Koopmeiners has Haaland making runs ahead of him to try trigger that offside trap. Keep trying to make runs in behind. Timber stands his ground. Foden goes back to Cancelo. Koopmeiners on the edge of the box. Takes a left, not a left foot shot, a right foot shot this time. David De Gea makes another save. Can't allow pressure to keep piling on us like this. To start taking shots ourselves. Dominating the ball in their half is something I planned to do. So far, it's not gone to plan. 27 minutes on the clock. We're 1-0 up from a spectacular individual. Brilliant goal from Anthony. Let's go back to the keeper. Oh, we've got Haaland. Not Haaland, Koopmeiners. Pressuring me. Malacia. Van der Beek. João Felix. Right foot shot outside the box. Way over the bar. Not troubling the keeper whatsoever. Look at this. Shocking connection with the shot. You'll be disappointed. Brings it forward for City. Here's Haaland. Come on, ref. Give me that free kick. Referee's given it. No cards gonna be given. No warning at all. Just a poor challenge from Haaland. We're just gonna quickly take this. 32 minutes gone. At the possession, 46% for us. 54 for them. Van der Beek. João Felix. It's going to turn. Try to give it to Malacia down the line. Poor pass from João Felix. Zielinski. His pass is given away. Benacer. Bruno Fernandes. Bruno. Rashford just tries to dummy the ball. Lets the ball run straight through to Wan-Bissaka, and City can play out from the back now. Kimpembe. Haaland. City in the centre circle. Making their way through. The United defence has Cancelo down this left-hand side. Plays on the inside into Haaland, who takes a right foot shot. Deflected out for a corner by Victor Lindelof. Kick taken. João Felix heads it up, flicks it on. All played in behind into Anthony. But Ederson can pounce on it. We're going into the halftime interval, 1-0 up currently. I must say that opening goal was spectacular. Fantastic play there by Anthony. Individual brilliance has given us the lead. But since then, Manchester City have been piling on the pressure, dominating possession, creating more chances. Right now, if they go into the second half with that momentum, the game could flip on its head. Okay, so the second half is underway. We're live at Wembley. As United get it kicked off, we're attacking to the left now. City are attacking to the right. We are leading by a little slender goal from Anthony. Nice technique in the first half to tuck it away in the 10th minute. But yeah, as I said, going into the interval, Manchester City, they look like the likelier side to get the next goal. And we definitely need to be wary of our Erling Haaland and any other player that's influential around them. Because right now, City, they look to do damage or cause damage. Benacer into Marcus Rashford, who can turn and drive at the City defence. Barely anyone protecting the back line. Anthony through on goal. Anthony with a second goal in the Champions League final. That's a brace for the Brazilian. And this is why he was crowned the Ballon d'Or winner. Look at this. Marcus Rashford just turns and drives. Has a lot of options. He has one to his left, which is João Felix, one to his right, which is Anthony. He goes with Anthony, and he continues to be cool and composed, and he pretty much slots it the same side as the first half, but with the opposite foot. It's 2-0. I must add now that that goal was definitely against the run of play. Despite us being a goal ahead of before, I already said City looked like they were going to get an equaliser, but we're 2-0 up at the moment on the big stage. Convincing finishing at the minute, making the most of the possession that we do get and the chances that we do create. And another change for Manchester City, back to back. So Zielinski's off for Gundogan. Haaland racing forward after Lindelof gives him the ball. Lindelof cuts across and wins it right back for United. There's Timber. Poor passing again. Poor passing might cost us. Luckily, there was a hiccup between Koopmeiners and Haaland. I don't know what's going on with the dribbling of Haaland, and Koopmeiners should have probably buried it and put his foot through it. But luckily for us, they were quite hesitant in front of goal. Malacia, Van der Beek, go on Van der Beek, play it to the right, Timber, cuts it back, Rashford, dummies it. João Felix almost on the end of the dummy. It's a shot blocked from a City defender. Here's Benacer. He's going to keep possession. Quite smart on the ball. Here's Van der Beek. Benacer going to switch that play to the right hand side. Here's Anthony. Timber. Rashford. Back heels it. Bruno. Oh, almost squeezed it in from that really tight angle. Very close to making it free. Look at this. Through the legs of Ederson as well. Just more to the right. Probably would have hit the post and gone in. Okay, two changes being made. João Felix, he's off for Jadon Sancho. Lindelof is also off for Lecroix. So Vardy, he got himself suspended. So he couldn't take part or be on the bench whatsoever, which is quite frustrating. So Lecroix steps in, takes his spot on the bench, and now he has an appearance in the Champions League final against Manchester City. Has Benacer, Timber, Bruno, Anthony tries to find Bruno. Ruben Diaz is in the way. 67 minutes on the clock. City definitely need to show a bit more if they want to fight back. Not too long to go. Not too far away from a comeback though. As play the ball back to David De Gea. As pressure continues to pile on my back line. Find Timber on the right hand side. Lecroix. Anthony. Timber. Fernandes. Rashford. 12 goals in Europe already. Malacia puts the ball into the box. Jadon Sancho was there, but Kimpembe got a flick, got a deflection on that. Takes it away from the path of Sancho. Koopmeiners travels forward with the ball. Nice ball in behind. Erling Haaland plays it back for some odd reason. Koopmeiners. Haaland turns, takes a shot. Martinez in the way. So it's Benacer. Can we hit them on a break? Anthony. Rashford. Back into Anthony. Anthony on the ball. We have Jadon Sancho on that far post. Arriving late. Nope, he doesn't go for the far post. Instead, he attempts to run into the centre. However, the cross is blocked from Anthony. The commentary's unreal at the minute. Back and forth we go. There's Patrick Schick. Thank you. Malacia does his job correctly as David De Gea clears the ball up the pitch. Cancelo heads it back. Has Koopminas. Gundogan. Well done, Benazir. Getting stuck in. We're going to throw down this right-hand side in our own half. Okay, so we're about to make 3 changes now. Marcus Rashford, he's off for Martial. Malacia's also off for Mendes. We're also going to bring on Cucurella for Benazir. So he just had to charge the Mac. 2-0 up, 10 minutes remaining in this game. We've made all 5 of our substitutions. I'm sure Man City are going to go for broke for the final 10 minutes. So there's an opportunity we can hit them on the break and get a third. Add salt, rub it into the wounds of Pep Guardiola and his men. Martial finds Donny van der Beek. Donny van der Beek takes an odd extra touch and gets clamped by Ederson, who wins the ball cleanly. Well done, Timber. Decent challenge, but I think he's handled it. We've got a corner kick. There's another look at that skied opportunity from Erling Haaland. 4 attempts and only 1 on target for the Norwegian. 23 goals in the Premier League. Couldn't find one in this cup final when City needed it. 3 minutes remaining as we've added 3 minutes on. 2 minutes remaining, I should say, as we have a corner kick down this right hand side. A lot of tussling going on between Martinez and Ruben Diaz. The ball gets put into the box. Header from Sancho. Kimpembe's there with the clearance. Doesn't go as far as Cucurella. I'm going to run this ball into the corner just to add salt onto the wounds. Cucurella, ball in. Cancelo with the clearance. Header from Cucurella. Martial. Martial can't get the ball on control. Martial again with the header. Ruben Diaz, and there we have it. We are the Champions League winners. We have retained it again. Reigning. 5-time champions. Manchester United and the players, they run onto the pitch. Anthony, spectacular performance. Grabbed himself a brace in the 10th minute and the 50th minute. He bagged the goal against Manchester City. Pep Guardiola, he did try hard to Spurs players on to get back into the game. They just couldn't find the back of the net. David De Gea playing well. The defense throwing themselves in front of every 50-50 challenge. We made it count for sure. Okay, yet again we find ourselves walking onto the podium this season. Can't stop winning. This is the quadruple in the bag. We've done it before in a United save. We've done it again, but we've not done it twice in one save. Can we go ahead and do the same thing next season? Lisandro Martinez, for the last time this season, lifts up another trophy, another piece of silverware, and it's the best trophy of them all. The Champions League has gone to Manchester United in the season 2024-25. Okay, so another league campaign completed. Guys, let me know in the comment section below. Let me know if you've enjoyed the entire season, where there are a lot of slow parts, where there are a lot of fast parts, parts that were too fast. Let me know in the comment section below. How do you think my players have done? How do you think the new signings have done? Are you looking forward to seeing youth players next season? I'm definitely ready for the challenge. I hope these players are too. I can't wait for the next season to start already. Okay, so the league campaign is completely over now. The Champions League final has been concluded and wrapped up. The Manchester derby has ended in a 2-0 victory to the Red Devils. And yeah, we bagged ourselves our 5th Champions League trophy. I'm very, very delighted to just wrap this episode up, wrap the season up. Definitely looking forward to bringing new players in, new faces in, and looking forward to the next challenges that are ahead of us. We managed to bring in 5 trophies, 4 significant trophies, should I say. So we brought in the Premier League, the EFL Cup, the FA Cup, and the Champions League. If you want to include the Community Shield and the Super Cup, that's 6 trophies in one season. And we did really well in this particular final to keep a clean sheet as well. Very happy with the way my players have played. Okay, so we're just going to quickly wrap up this episode. So as you can see, Marcus Rashford, he's finished the season with 72 goal involvements. 72 goal involvements. That's insane. He's putting up Ronaldo and Messi numbers. But he's in his peak now. Ronaldo and Messi were doing it at the age of like 23, 24, 25. But yeah, 51 appearances in all competitions, and he's put up those numbers. Fantastic. So Anthony, he got Ballon d'Or. He hasn't put up the same amount of numbers as Marcus Rashford, but I must say the amount of goals that he scores in crucial games, the clutch moments, the build up to a lot of the goals as well, he's involved. He's got himself about 24 assists and 38 goals in all competitions, playing 53 games as well. Fantastic displays from the Brazilian. João Felix, last season's record signing, 17 goals and 18 assists in 56 appearances. Again, another top player contributing. Szoboszlai, our new signing, 24 goal involvements in 50 appearances. Our number 10, hitting the ground running. Hit the ground running in the first season. 35 appearances in all competitions for Jadon Sancho, but he still put up good numbers. 28 goal contributions in 38 appearances. Moukoko, yeah, I don't know how to feel about Moukoko. Definitely didn't get enough game time this season. Not the amount of game time I was expected to give him. But yeah, nonetheless, he did hit double figures with goal contributions. 14 in 21, 9 goals and 5 assists. Martial, downwards, he's gone down. 41 appearances in all competitions and only 18 goal contributions, which isn't terrible, but the 29-year-old has definitely hit below target. So we're probably going to explore the options of moving him on, as he's finished with an average rating of 6.47 as well. So the average ratings are quite important for me. I feel like it's a foregone conclusion for like the Ballon d'Or winner. Not the Ballon d'Or winner, Player of the Year, which is the Ballon d'Or winner, Anthony. Because he's won Ballon d'Or, we may as well just give him Player of the Year. I know Rashford's put up a really good fight. I feel like Rashford was kind of hard done by for Ballon d'Or this season as well. I feel like they could have given it to either Anthony or Rashford, but they're going with Anthony, so we're going to go with Anthony for Player of the Year. Okay, so one of the young players that have stood out so far this season for me is I would say Szoboszlai. Szoboszlai, he's played quite well whenever we called upon him. 27 appearances in all competitions, 3 goals and 5 assists, so that's 8 goal contributions. And he rarely starts a game. He normally comes off the bench. I feel like his average rating is quite harsh. I feel like he's made a lot of good strides in the first team. So for me, it's either him or it's going to be Butcher, because yeah, Butcher got loaned out halfway through the season, and I just feel like it's right to give it to Szoboszlai. In terms of signing of the season, Dominic Szoboszlai, one of the best seasons I've seen one of our new signings have. He's also scored one of the best goals of my career mode campaign. When it comes to like individual brilliance, he definitely took the game by the scruff of the neck in the midfield countless of times. Bruno Fernandes dropped deep this season, and yeah, we didn't really see any difference in the amount of chances created, because Szoboszlai definitely stepped up and held his own in that midfield. So when it comes to Scott McTominay, we have a bit of a dilemma with his contract. He's got 1 month remaining. He's on 86k per week. He's 28 years of age, and he's been out throughout the whole season due to an injury. Yeah, we didn't enjoy using him at the start of this season, at the start of this campaign. I feel like he's a bit sluggish and slow. I feel like my midfield is improving season by season, and he's definitely going down the pecking order the further we go ahead. So I'm just going to let him play down his contract. Yeah, it's just pointless giving him a new deal just to sell him, because yeah, there's no chance of him getting ahead of Cucurella or Benacer next season. And I feel like Leo Butcher, despite having low overalls, he was much easier and much better to use in my system. So yeah, Scott McTominay, he's going to be the part, and we're going to let him go for free. David De Gea, I mean, we're definitely renewing his contract, because yeah, he's a star man. Bruno Fernandes, again, renewing his contract, another star player. But the 2 players we definitely need to take a look at is Anthony Martial and Anthony Elanga. These 2 players, they've been good squad players. However, Elanga refused a contract at the start of the season, which we don't stand for. And Anthony Martial, he's kind of going down in quality, and yeah, since his injury, he's not really been useful as a squad player either. As you could already see, his goal contributions have dipped massively from last season. But yeah, in terms of the league campaign, I'm quite happy with the way things have gone. Domestically, we've done well. In Europe, we've done well. So yeah, we're going to quickly recap how many trophies we've won altogether. So as you can see, we've won 3 Premier League titles, 3 domestic trophies, so that's 2 Carabao Cups and 1 FA Cup, and we've won 2 Continental trophies, so that's 2 Champions League trophies. We've also won an additional Super Cup trophy, and we won 2 Community Shields as well. So yeah, things are looking good for us in terms of our trophy cabinet so far. in terms of our save, we've played 189 games, won 157, drawn 18 and lost 14, and we scored 518 goals and only conceded 166. So our win percentage and our win record and conceding goals and scoring goals is pretty good right now. We're playing the good football that we expected to play going into the save, and yeah, definitely need it to continue. In terms of like future targets, in terms of my signings and stuff, we'll probably brainstorm off camera, think about players that we can bring in, and then I'll run a poll, see what you guys have to say. But for now, if you made it this far, please remember to smash that like button, sub to the channel if you are new. Also hit the notification bell so you'll know if I want to go live, premiere a video or upload one. A special thank you to everyone that's tuned in to this series. Anyone that's tuning in late that's about to binge it, shout out to you guys. Shout out to you guys that have kept yourselves up to date, and also shout out to the ones that have been patient, waiting for me to upload. Even though I did say it was going to be daily uploads, I had a lot of spanners thrown into the works and we had to work on our feet, improvise, and obviously we've uploaded a few episodes later than we expected. But you guys stood tall, held it down for me, commented, left likes, and also tuned in whenever I needed you to. So shout out to those who have been showing support for the channel from day one. Shout out to those who are about to join the channel. But yeah, we're about to part ways. Season 4 shouldn't be too far away. I'm not going to take too much of a break because when I do, I feel the cobwebs and I don't like that feeling. So I'm going to try to get back into it as quick as I can, but obviously giving myself enough time just to sort myself out off camera as well. But yeah, see you guys next season. Definitely looking forward to it. Take care for now. Peace.